Introducing the Kimura microphone, the ultimate professional-grade mic that attaches to almost any in-ear monitors. It sounds so good, we've recorded this entire video with it. The microphone is named the Kimura after a martial arts hold.
A very good hold.
It's designed to stay in place, whatever you're doing. So now you can have award-winning vocal clarity on a microphone that is sleek, comfortable, ultra-lightweight, with a specially designed cable for your IEMs. The Kimura in-ear headset comes with two IEM options. The Kimura Solo, with a premium single dynamic driver for cinematic bass, and the Kimura Duo, with a dynamic driver and balanced armature for an extra layer of treble clarity. Transform your sound experience with the Kimura microphone and IEMs by Antlion Audio.
Experience gaming like never before. Whether you're a casual gamer or a pro, there's something for you at PlayX. Our international community is the perfect place to grow your skills and compete in a wholesome and stress-free environment. And best of all, you can experience PlayX from your own home with our industry-leading online tournaments and events. This is the best way to learn from professional gamers, commentators, and creators. Plus, you could win some sweet prizes along the way. Check out our event roster including Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., Fortnite, and more. Get started at playx.gg and we'll see you in the game. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the PlayXGG Twitch. We are working on Vonnie getting some of his mic issues sorted, but we're super excited that you're with us as well. My name is Knight. Dave is here behind the scenes making things happen. We're here for MK League Qualifier number 4. You have 12 players already qualified into the semifinals, the playoffs, and we're going to have another 12 confirmed over the course of the next 3 qualifiers, but we will have 4 spots up on the line today. We have a series of players. We're going to have roughly about maybe 10 players per room or so last time I checked, so it will be pretty exciting to see who is going to shake up where. We're going to have in lobby number 1, Vantox, Jadex, Stevens, Jazz, Melpool, Dave, Khan, Starkessi, Unimunchi, and Ginja. That's going to be a very unique room. And I think we got Vonnie loud and clear. And then we'll loop Vonnie here in a second. And then we got a Kemi, Frittix, Cozy Fog, Migrating Pig, Neobones, Morzilla, the Fat Stacks, Andrew, Build, and Inari in lobby number 2. So this should be pretty exciting. Maybe 2 computer players per 2 bots per room. Vonnie, what are your thoughts here tonight so far?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a great show overall. I'm going to be excited to see a lot of these players going. Unfortunately, but I was having some mic issues prior to the show, and I don't know what was going on. It was working literally moments prior, but I think I might have to update some of my drivers. But either way, the show's going to be a great time. I'm going to love to see where everyone's going to be at by the end of the day. And my biggest concern, or my biggest question is, who's going to come out on top? Because there's so many great talent here. There's great lobbies overall with both of these lobbies here. We've got some fantastic players like Cozy Fog, Jadex, just to name a few. I'm excited to see what they can bring to the table.
I am too, and yeah, there's going to be different players kind of racing for different things, so to speak. So like the players you mentioned, Jadex, Cozy Fog, players like Vantox, Frittix, Stevens, for instance, they are already qualified in to the playoffs. So they are essentially trying to just put up good scores, trying to go for the overall qualifier win and go after that pot, so to speak. But for other players, they are trying to put up the best score that they can, because 2 players from each lobby will move on to the playoffs. And so there are lots of players that are on that outside looking in. If we're looking at this list up here on the screen, LA Cruiser, who's going to be out of action playing in Ohio today, he won't be there. But Migrating Pig is the player on the top of the list that is yet to qualify their way in, as well as Fried Jazz. So Jazz also having that opportunity. Sting and Stevens are qualified in. MPK, also another name. Dave, also another name to look out for. And then we have Nerd that has qualified his way in. Ankles and Cozy Fog. Ankles still working on that, but Cozy Fog already qualified in. So it's going to be interesting seeing how this is all going to play out. And then we do have the return of Ginja and a few new players as well.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, a lot of great players overall, as I said before. A lot of great players that you were able to list out. It's gonna be a fantastic time. Like, I have no doubt that I'm gonna be impressed by what everyone can do. Like Starkessi's back in action from the last casting job that we were able to do together. Like, that's gonna be fun to see how commentators can play, because sometimes they like to think we're washed when we're not, when we actually know what we're talking about and know how to play the game.
Dang.
Yeah.
More hot takes
And
from
that all
Bonnie.
out
I
there.
love it.
100%.
Yeah, so we do have 7 players here in this room. We're waiting on a few more. In the chat, Starcosmic says that Jadex has got this. So we'll see. Jadex is already qualified in. So it's really going to come down to, what he's racing for, which is realistically going to be going for the win. So there's a lot of players that are going to kind of focusing on different strategies here. Some want to be able to get into the playoffs. Some are focusing on winning this outright. And I'm just kind of curious, because this has been my first qualifier of the season to cast, what crazy things we're going to expect, because we normally do see some crazy shenanigans in some of these lobbies.
Oh, dude, like, you're speaking truth there. Like, the last couple of qualifiers, I saw a lot of like amazing green shell snipes and people just dying left and right, literally like right before the finish. So I have no doubt that we still have plenty more action to see of who's just about to pass the line and who's pretty much going to go home. And look at that, you can see some of these racers here and some of their streams getting set up, ready to go. They're already looking for action. They want to win. And I don't blame them. Look at that. You just love seeing all the different perspectives, hearing their thoughts and whatnot. So go support their channels as well as our channels as well. And it's just going to be an amazing time.
Yeah, it looks like we have kind of going all the way around. We got Starkessi up there, and then in the middle top, we have Melpool. Jadex is going to be there on the top right, and then on the bottom right, oh man, I just saw who that was. Oh, that's going to be Frittix.
Yep.
Okay. The Fat Stack's going to be there in the bottom middle, like the Waluigi had as well, and then Daenerys offline. But we will, still 5 POVs for right now.
Yeah.
Pretty solid look.
No, absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. 5 perspectives, 5 different racers being able to show their perspectives. Not afraid to show their face. Not afraid to show their skills live to their audience as well as to our audience over here. And I also like to say thanks for PlayX for hosting this amazing Mario Kart League. I also want to thank Stormrush Gaming for help sponsoring this, along with Antline Audio. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, my mic was having issues, and we were just fine moments prior. I don't know why, but I apologize on that.
Yeah, it's sometimes it happens. I'm really excited with this microphone. Actually, it's
Dude,
growing on me a lot.
I was saying the 200 Blitz. I was loving the audio quality better than these.
Yeah, the audio quality on this is pretty good, and I mean, I wish I had time to play with this mic a little bit more before the cast, but I didn't. And
because you're partying too much.
Well, here's the thing, and this is actually true. By the way, I did get a call from my friend Tommy, like just a second ago, and I have to put him on red. But anyways, apparently his dad works for Children's Miracle Network.
Hey,
So technically, I was out partying. So if I'm slow to speak or if I have a headache, I was popping apples a second ago. It was because I was at the club with a member of the CMN team. So I don't want to hear it from anybody. Okay?
Hey, that's a
I wanna
great
hear it.
I don't want to hear it
That's a
as we
great
go to
excuse.
Ninja Hideaway for race 1. Oh man,
That is a true story. Yeah, Ninja Hideaway. This is going to be good. 9 players here in this lobby as well.
oh nice. I don't know who exactly we're missing, but hopefully they're able
It
to
might be
join not too long
Khan.
later. Might be TS Khan. All right, that's not a big problem. Hopefully they're able to join later on and catch back up. It's only one race. But here we are. We're already starting off on Dave within top 3. You see Starkessi in the front, just stealing the pack right now. He wants to lead a dominant show. He wants to start early.
Yeah, he does. He's in 6th right now. And it looks like Jazz there is going to have some triple nanas to kind of contend with. Starkessi going to be there in 2nd. And then Jadex going to be out in the lead there in 1st. But also kind of curious to see where Vantox is going to be in all this. Vantox might be trying to smuggle his way up, but he is definitely going to be the clear favorite here this round.
Oh, you saw that boomerang snipe just barely missing Dave, but it did connect the 2 other players, leaving Jadex and Dave in the top 2 spots. And Dave right now is in a really good position to protect himself in case there's anything that can be harmful. But Knight, tell me on this track, would you consider to bag this track, or would you rather just run it?
Honestly, I think you can do a little bit of both. I mean, you really have to be confident in your bagging abilities now after the shock nerf, because you can't take as big of an advantage of that glider section.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, if you're somebody like Vantox, I understand why he is confident in bag. You can kind of see there, he uses that bill extension to move himself all the way up in his 2nd. Starkessi going down there with that green shell from Dave. And as Mario Party King said, is ready to commit some war crimes. Actually, no, not
ready
just crimes.
to commit some war crimes.
I said war crimes, but it basically is war crimes. Shock coming into play, though.
You
Melpool
guys
moves
keep
in
track of the number of
3rd.
crimes they commit. So.
Vantox is going to be there in 2nd, who is pressuring. Oh, he has another bill. That's crazy. And Jadex, though, still maintaining his lead.
Man, I didn't know Bill Nye the Science Guy came to race with us in Mario Kart with all these different types of bills he's throwing at us. But you see Stevens here in 5th
I'm not
place.
laughing at that. I'm
Why
sorry.
not? That was Bill Nye the Science Guy worthy.
My brain can't process things like that. But Blue Shell's coming out, though, very late here.
True. Will it be able to connect to the person in time before the line? No, it won't. And it looks like it's not going to hit anyone in the top 3 spot. But unfortunately, Dave fell off, and he's going to be getting, thankfully, oh, well, unfortunately, I thought he was going to stay in top 6 with the sound norm, but he gets 7th.
Vantox takes that there over Jadex. Dave kind of threw there for content a little bit. Melpool
Throw for
gets
content!
3rd.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's, you know, that's what happens sometimes.
That's my
You
excuse
know,
from
in
now on.
big
That's
time
his excuse.
Mario Kart racing.
Is MPK in this lobby?
No, he's not. He's not racing today.
Oh, I
is
thought he was
racing
racing.
today. Yeah.
Because I was going to get ready to hear Mario Party King and Dave just go off at each other again like they always do. That was going to be my highlight.
Not happening today. Also, I miss Kane a little bit. I saw him, dang, 6
Yeah.
months ago now?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, he unfortunately works regularly during this time, so.
Oh, but he is getting ready
That's
for
okay.
level up, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. And he will be at PAX.
He will be at PAX. Okay. And aren't you going to be at PAX as well, Dave?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're not Vegas Kane. We're talking about Boston Kane.
PAX East.
Yeah, so he'll be at
Yeah.
PAX East.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for clarifying it for that for the folks at home. But we are on Animal Crossing, and it looks like this is not summer. This is is this
This is
summer?
spring.
I was gonna wait. I thought
No, it's
spring
fall.
was
It's
the
fall.
This is not fall.
no. This
No,
is
it's
not
not.
fall.
Is this summer?
I think this is
No,
summer.
because spring has the cherry blossoms.
No, what is this?
Summer.
This has to be summer. This is summer
Okay,
because
so
fall is like in the evening, and then obviously we know what winter is, and then spring's with the cherry blossoms. So this is summer.
Yeah, guys. So when there's snow on the ground, that's when you know it's winter. Okay.
Everything else we don't know.
I said summer, and you're like, oh, it's spring. And I was like, oh, it's spring.
No,
then.
I had to double check myself because then I remember like, wait a minute, spring has like a certain type of different tree colors popped up, and that's why I was confused.
Yeah, Vantox is going to be checking out here, and then it's going to be Melpool, Dave, Starkessi. Then you do see that Jadex is going to be bagging this one. Unimunchi's going to be there in the middle of the pack, but the pressure's going to have to be reeled in here for Vantox, and Dave is going to opt to throw one of those reds, and maybe he can get some other offense. He does not. He ends up getting some shrooms, but it's now going to be a matter of just trying to make sure that Vantox.
There's nothing wrong with the speed boost, but definitely the 10 coins will help you match up with Vantox in the front for sure. And then you got Starkessi trying to snipe out Dave with that back banana. Thankfully, Dave was able to avoid it, but it looks like it was a double shroom battle between Starkessi and Dave, and a blue shell's in play.
This is going to be good for both of these players. They just got to make sure that they don't waste too much time trying to hit each other out, because they're going to be able to take advantage of this situation here with Vantox, maybe. And Dave's in a prime position right now to make something happen.
But does he throw it before the boxes, or does he throw it right after the boxes? Because right now, Vantox just already passed him. Oh, he
I don't agree with that play, but Dave had an opportunity maybe to win there, and now he's going to potentially get redded out for it.
Protect the lead is what I would suggest. So I don't blame him for dragging that green, but the back red, though, I would have thrown that Vantox personally. But hey, top three is top three. I take what I can get now. Jadex almost passed at the last moment.
Yeah, Jadex ended up moving up late, and then Starkessi using that mushroom to pass Dave there for second. But all in all, though, Dave getting third there is a really solid result. So, we're going to kind of see what's going on in these other lobbies here.
Swamp Ruins.
Yeah, they're pretty early on in this race, so tough to tell. But Friddix, though, looking to be the leader here.
Oh, yeah, dude. Friddix has just been dominant so far. I can imagine, because I've seen him play a few times whenever we've done these streams. And I got to say, he's a scary competitor. You don't count him out. Oh, and the shock happened in that second lobby, as you see right there.
Shock happens, and Nari has moved into first, so that's an unknown player. It looks like the Fat Stacks is getting taken out there by My Green Pig.
Anari is the former Kyret.
Oh,
gotcha.
Who's a Kemi then?
Oh, no, that's a Kemi. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Anari is new. I'm sorry. Yes, Anari.
Anari is new. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You were confusing me for a second. Like, what?
Sorry, it's two new names. I'm confusing myself.
Hey, no worries. As we go into Big Blue for race number 3 and lobby number 1. Big Blue has a lot of big shortcuts if you know how to take them properly, especially around mid to end way. Oh, and the immediate red throw against Vantox, but what? Vantox still going. Did he already have a defense?
I think he had defense, but that's going to be it for Vantox. He can't avoid the second one. And so now Jazz is going to move out to the lead, followed by Jadex and Starkessi. And then Jazz gets taken out. Dave falls out. And you can see Vantox trying to move his way up through the pack. And Ginja as well there trying to ride on Vantox's momentum.
I think he's trying to get the slipstream. If not, he's just trying to get the more powerful items. As you see Dave throw that blue shell, he's going to go after Jadex, who looks to be the pack leader so far. And Jadex can't do anything to stop him. But he's on the glider section, so Jadex had to wait for the blue to land once he landed.
Yeah, it's an interesting sequence there. Starkessi, it looked like it was a false hit animation there. And you're going to see
Unimunchi, yeah.
Dave is lucky enough to get a dodge here behind this mushroom, but kind of curious to see when something's going to happen. My guess is going to be in the next 5 seconds because of where the bots are.
And he got screened out, and he falls off the track, unfortunately.
Yeah, falls off out of the dodge. Ginja moving on up there, and Dave is in no man's land right now.
And it looks like Neo Bones on the Twitch chat, or in our PlayX chat, is saying that he's just everyone's punching bag today. I'm sorry to hear about that.
The tournament is young, though, so there's still a lot of racing left to go.
Oh, yeah.
But the main thing is just protecting yourself with the items that you have, and then that way everyone's offense won't hurt you.
Oh, no. How is everyone rude to Dave right now? Why are they killing Dave to let a bot beat him?
I think it's also important to note that Vantox is undefeated so far in this lobby, so that's another little side plot to see if anybody can take him down.
We'll have to wait and see. And you see Peach's Garden in lobby number 2, and you got the Fat Stacks there in 9th, and then you got Friddix in 3rd.
Yeah, they're going to have a ways to go. This is a very long track here for Peach Gardens, but wondering who Frittix is trailing. You got to think that it could be a Kemi potentially, but it could be anybody, just given the fact that there are some Waluigis up there. But Devastax has a little bit of a ways to go, but the lap 3 is incredibly long.
Oh yeah, especially since you have to go the other direction instead of like what you've been used to so far within the whole course, which I like because it allows me to explore more of the stage itself as we go to Sight Bike in Lobby 1.
Sight Bike is a track that some love, some hate, but you got to play it at the end of the day.
It's a better baby park, that's how I call it, and a lot of others from what I've heard.
And so we're going to be seeing a lot of players opting to bag here. It looks like Vantox is opting to run this. So that's going to be an interesting strategy.
To bag it. So this, I don't think I've ever seen Jadex bag this track before, not at SNS or here.
Yeah, we're going to see some conflicting strategies, and we'll see how it's going to play out for everybody here. As Ginja's kind of in the middle of the pack, Unimunchi's in the middle of the pack. We're going to have Jazz opting to bag as well. I don't know why I'm like saying words in different accents, but it's been a rough morning. But yeah, we're seeing the pack incredibly close.
No worries.
Here as well.
You want to get your announcer voice ready, man, because you're going to be announcing who's ordering the next prize or whatever, based on the money that they could win. That's what you're going to do.
Potentially. Jadex though moves back into first. Then it's Starkesi, Unimunchi, and Dave up here in the top 4.
That's nice. Vantox is climbing up. He is battling Starkesi. Both very phenomenal players. Unimunchi's not going to let people go and safely avoid the sound horn, it looks like.
Dave going a little bit wide, but takes the cut. He has a pretty solid pull. Now the real question becomes, what are you going to do with those triple shrooms? And he opts to use them all right away. Yep. I don't know if that was the right play, but gets some defense now. And
he's
has
just
to
got to be careful. Ooh, the snipe!
Vantox moving up ahead of Starkesi, but Jadex is out there. Huge shot coming in.
Gone.
Jazz dodges. Another player in the back has dodged as well.
Man, I don't think anything's going to be able to stop Jadex. Even with a double line box and a single defense, I think he's already going to pass the line at that point.
Good opportunity here for Dave to take some spots.
The unfortunate hit to Unimunchi with the drag triple greens. Dave was able to secure 5th, but Vantox in 2nd, Starkesi in 3rd, and Stevens in 4th. But Vantox is still the point leader.
Yeah, and Jadex ruined the perfect GP there for Vantox as well. So 57 points now for Vantox heading into race number 5.
Not bad. Good job. Good job by all those opponents right now. You can see Dragon Driftway in lobby number 2 for their race 5. It looks like the Fast Axe is in 8th place, but I couldn't tell exactly where Frittix was in time because I was seeing one screen. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see both.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough to tell, but Frittix, though, in a good position. And we also do see Fat Stack there in 5th with the shroom, but doesn't opt to take the cut. Goes a little bit wide, but does get the double
Frittix,
box.
Though, like he was able to perform the cut beautifully on lap 1. And he gets into another double item box. And I think he's pretty well set off for himself, assuming there's no blue or anything. But he is battling it out with this other player. It's hard for me to see. Throws the bomb forward, but doesn't explode or connect with anyone.
That's going to be Neo Bones and Cozy Fog. Race 5 here is going to be Mario Circuit 3.
Dave decides to bag for this one. Someone gets taken down with his bag. I know there's a lot of shortcut opportunities like this big open field right here, but one of the things I dislike about this track, and it's not the track's fault, it's more of like my racing style, is that some of these wide turns like this, for example, even if I cut tight, they can take away so much of your time if you're not careful or learn how to properly build your own shortcuts per se.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a fair point. Dave, though, in a solid position, opts to use that build pretty early, though. I would have held on to that for a little bit.
I'm not sure if that Wario had a shock or not. Like I saw something yellow. I wasn't sure.
Dave should be getting a good pull here, though.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
given the nature where first is. Does get the star. Start a little early for me, in my opinion, but still going to be able to take a cut and getting a solid shroom pull after that.
Man, look at that. That is Mario Kart 101 right there. How they get from bottoms to top really quickly. But there was a shock in play, and that's going to disrupt a lot of players.
Yeah, it looks like one of the players did dodge there. That was Steven. So Steven's now up in the lead. The blue shell is out. Dave's got to be very careful there with that green. Misses the box.
Unfortunate.
Melpool with the disrespect there onto Vantox.
Oh! The backed greens, dude. They are the deadliest items in the game. If it ain't like a star or a bill or something, it's always something that is back. That is just time and time again. We just see that over and over.
Dave's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Still beats out Unimuncher to the line, but you just hate to see it when you're coming around a turn like that. Stevens takes the win there, and you just get backed into oblivion, and you know that there is nothing you can do about it.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times my races ended just for one backed item that was properly placed. You see Moo Moo Meadows for race 6 and lobby number 2.
Yep, so they're moving quite along there in the other lobby.
They're both in race 6. They just probably started slightly earlier.
Yeah.
But you got the fast axe firing off that mushroom. Fired off a little bit early. I would have held it off till here personally. But I won't disregard his decision. Thankfully, he does get the double item box, but you got Friedrichs down in 8, but he is going to go wide for coins.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing what Friedrichs is going to be doing here, because you normally do end up running Moo Moo Meadows, but opting to maybe try to outlast everybody here. Also has some shroom, so you're going to see Friedrichs really take advantage of passing a lot of players here.
And it looks like someone on the chat. Are we going Moo Moo Meadows over here too in lobby 1?
Yeah,
okay.
that was a little bit of a acid trip. I was like, wait, we're back and we're transitioning to Moo Moo Meadows, but this is with a different cast of characters. By the way, speaking of characters, Birdo coming into the game, pretty exciting.
I am excited for that, and I am excited for Yoshi's Island to make an appearance. Like, the aesthetic of that course is different. I like it. I want to see it in its full glory and what the other 7 are. We only know the one course and a new character, but I saw it. I'm not sure if this was translated properly or if this was messing with me, but I guess in the Japanese Nintendo Direct, like, it said there was like 5 other characters coming in. I wasn't sure if that was true or not.
You got to think that from a UI standpoint, if they're going to add in another character, they're going to have future rows that they're going to have to fill in with.
They got to make another row. Like,
there will be more characters, I feel like.
Diddy Kong has to make a return. Like, that's going to be my big complaint. Like, I know a lot of people want Funky Kong. I'll take him too. But Diddy Kong, he was with us since the GameCube, and he needs to come back.
Dave in a little bit of a situation here, because so many players around him have crazy items. Oh my god!
I think that ghost play was perfectly done.
I'm like not even at ease just watching what's going around Dave right now, and I don't even know what to like say, because my brain can't process anything in time, because I was too busy out at the club raging the guy from
I heard you catch yourself. I love it. Oh man, you had too much fun, man. I understand.
Yeah, too much fun, helping the kids.
Helping the kids. Wow.
I'll be honest though, one of the cool things about Children's Miracle Network, and like there's the Extra Life division, which is the gaming side, but then there's also a kind of a program that they do where it's a dance marathon. I've gone to a few of those in college, and those are a lot of fun, and that raises a lot of money too. So
I have no doubt that they can be a great time. I would love to hear more about it as they go into Sunshine Airport. But if you notice on lobby 1, Jadex, Vantox, and Stevens are all close by each other, like literally within like a good race, and one having a bad race will change their standings up nicely. And Jadex is only 5 points behind the leader.
Yeah, I mean, Vantox is still performing very well, but definitely lost that momentum from that winning streak. But it's close there in lobby number 1, and really curious to see what happens here for lobby number 2.
Oh yeah, we'll have to find out and see as they're on Sunshine Airport. It's all the fat sacks trying to get some green snipes going, but they either miss or their opponents that they're targeting was well protected off. And then Lobby One's getting their course changed.
Hey, guess what? You got coconut
For-
bald.
It looks like we're in the Mall of Coconuts. That is not in Hawaii or in Nintendo's world of Hawaii, as far as I'm aware.
This is going to be an interesting race because we're going to see different types of strategies here from the running and the bagging.
Oh, yeah.
And Stevens is really kind of coming into form here on this second GP ever since he kind of checked out and ended up winning. I believe it. Yeah, it was MC3. So he ended up winning MC3. Jazz also trying to get up onto the board. Jadex there with some defense and just griefs Dave. Saw that coming from a mile away.
I did see Ginja earlier within the top 3 spots from the last race. I don't know how well they've been performing, but we'll have to see when we get the results going. Dave with a nice use of the glider to try to cut his time a little bit on those turns. I don't blame him for his action, but he unfortunately does get greened out. And he's going to take the opposite path of the escalators.
Well, you got to use your back camera. You saw that Melpool's greens were a threat, and Melpool kind of like bank shot at him, and Stevens also adding some insult to injury there too.
Yeah, and a shock's happening. It is just not Dave's day right now, or anyone in the back.
Dave's in a good spot here. This is a huge position for Dave. If he spaces these items out right, Dave has a shot to break up that top 3.
You see Sarkisian and Stevens right there in 7th and 8th. And then Ginja is able to take the top spot and able to clear all the way up to 5th.
I personally would have held this for the extension, but I understand why Dave popped that early. Oh my gosh.
Where is the extension on this track?
It's through the shortcut, but
okay.
There were greens still going after Dave. I don't know what's going on.
I don't blame him, but now he's kind of had to cut his losses a little bit early in order to move up to 3rd. Because you should have gone and he shocked on it.
And that you knew that shock was coming because it was about to be in play. Dave moves up into 2nd. I don't think he's going to have enough because 1st place is Dave's opting not to throw. Oh, he does throw it. It's a little too late though.
I would have held that a little bit. You never know with other players going to be passing JDX. He could have been in deep trouble, but securing 2nd was really good.
Yeah, Dave pretty much was going to get 2nd wrapped up there. So good job there by Dave. Vantox does end up taking that one down. Stevens in 3rd, Melpool in 4th.
Oh, JDX from 2nd to 7th based on that shock has now really shaped up the standings. Stevens is a point behind JDX from 3rd to 2nd, but from 2nd to 1st, it is a couple points difference. As
Someone
you see
in
Shroom
Twitch.
Ridge and Lobby 2.
Somebody at Twitch, clip that shock dodge, please.
We'll have to go
Heard
back
the man.
to it. We got the VOD. You have the VOD.
I do, but I don't. It's a pain in the ass to go back and find it.
That's true.
Because I forget that it happened too.
That's all you have your phone. You have your notes out, and you specifically make a note.
I'm not
What
writing.
le-
I'm not
risk
taking
was-
notes on this.
Well, you could. I tried. I tried being helpful. I tried giving you advice. I'm sorry.
Why don't you do it if it's such a bright idea?
I'm not racing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm racing. I can't be writing stuff.
But
down.
you're in a lobby right now, course selecting. You're a course selecting.
Bonnie's
This
spicy
is the
today.
time.
Yeah. Oh, big
Oh,
shock.
another
dodge here
shock
for the fat
dodge.
stacks.
Ooh, I don't know if
And
it
we'll
was
see
a
what
wise
happens.
idea to fire off that golden shroom that early because you were going to hit another shroom. I would have tried to extend that a little bit more. But we are on Sky High Sunday.
Sky High Sunday. This is like the Bristol or the Martinsville, I guess.
Oh.
If you think of Baby Park as Bristol, this is
Dude.
definitely the Martinsville of
The Martinsville.
of the short tracks. Yeah, in Mario Kart. And then I don't know what you would think of Excite Bike. Excite Bike could just, I don't know. It's an adult baby park. I think that's comparison. you have to-
Someone's going to call it NASCAR, all right? Someone's going to call it NASCAR. I don't know what else to tell you.
And you are taking left-hand turns, so this is more NASCAR than baby park.
True. The only difference is there's jumps, there's places to trick on anti-gravity, and yeah, a glider section. Beyond that, yeah, NASCAR. And multiple pathways, I forgot, because right here the class splits up.
It's going to be Vantox and Jadex up there in the top 2. Stevens is going to be 3rd. And Melpool is just griefing Dave right now.
It looks like Neobones said he got first on his favorite track, so good job on Neobones.
Always a good, motivation booster when you can get those 15 points.
Oh, and the shock happens, unfortunately pushes Dave off the track. Like, I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. I don't blame you. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me as well. Like, it literally happened to me yesterday.
That happened to me at SNS actually, where I was driving extremely tight on Sunshine Airport.
Yeah.
And I went so tight that the shock pushed me off, and I ended up losing like so many positions from that. And yeah, you just got to be very careful.
You hate to see it. It happened to me yesterday in a random regional lobby. I was playing a couple games before I went to bed, but man, it is not a fun time. Ooh, this could be very beneficial for Dave.
He dodges another shot. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Does he get 3rd?
He's in the
Get me red.
Oh no, wait. He got it.
He got 3rd though.
The shroom helped push Dave from 9th to 3rd with the help of that Bill and Ghost. Oh my god, that was great.
Jadex, Jazz, Dave, Vantox. I don't know what I'm seeing right now.
Go.
Jadex is actually holding his own right now against Vantox too.
Oh my god, by an 8-point difference between him and Vantox for first place. Really good, but you saw 3rd place was still in the 70s while Jadex and Vantox were in the 90s. Like, that's showing you the caliber of these players as you see Bowser's Castle in Lobby 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking the picks out of Lobby 2. They're doing a good job. So.
Oh yeah. But right now you can see the turn right there. You got Fidix over there in 3rd. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I was like, wait a minute. How is he in 2nd? But yet the Fat Stacks is above him. I'm like, wait a minute. Time delay. I had to think about that stream delay. Oh my god, that was confusing.
For people
so
in the
bad.
stream, I turned on Fat Stack's audio so we can hear him a little bit.
Okay, I want to hear the Fat Stacks.
I don't think we can hear the audio,
No,
but you can.
The stream can.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that we cannot comment on that, but still pretty cool.
And now we go to Shroom Ridge in Lobby 1. It's already happened in Lobby 2.
They're just copycatting Lobby 2, yeah, at this point.
Man, copycatting. Why can't we
Are we all jamming out to the music?
I can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't.
I could have a separate video being played with the music on if I type it in fast enough to give me the feel. I just won't be able to hear the character voices or the vehicles or the item being thrown. That's fine. I could sacrifice that.
And this is going to be interesting. Wow, lots of
Everyone's dying to vehicles
Calamity.
or buy some backed items. And Vantox is gone, but Dave is catching up.
Yeah, Dave is catching up. So we're going to see what is going on. And I think I got an Amazon package outside. That's lit. All right.
Should get it,
Two-
so that way no one takes it.
2 reds. I'll do it. I'll do it on the break. Oh, and there's the shock coming into play. Unimunchi dodges. Plus, we're seeing one of the villagers dodge up late afterwards. So this should be good. Oh, Unimunchi
She
was
really
going-
tried to get Dave
has to.
squished. Oh my god.
That was definitely personal. There's no doubt about that. But Dave here with the oh my god.
Oh! I think everyone's out for Dave for no reason. It became personal with this lobby.
Yeah.
Oh! No! What? The drag green? Throw the bomb forward.
Dave
Let
did
him
kinda
say
walk
it.
into
Let
that,
him
but-
Oh, you threw it back! I was hoping you could get the snipe of the bomb, but oh my lord, Jazz with fire, but Dave responds with fire.
He's got Jazz has more fire.
Oh!
Dave was gonna get hit either way, either by the fire or by the blue. So is what it is. Luckily avoids Melpool's star there, but is gonna have some work to do. Likely gonna pull a star here. No, Bill Shroom.
Man, that's 3 bills back to back.
Bill.
Bill, not the size, guys.
There could be a late shock from one of the bots.
I don't know. We had a shock earlier. Will there be a second? Can there be a second?
It's gonna be very late. It's not gonna
Oh my lord!
start Kessie. Or no, that's Ginja with the war crimes there. And Dave gets
Oh.
8th. Unimunchi, I think, loses to the bot, unfortunately. But there was a lot of death right there.
I think
That was a
what
bloodbath.
ultimately happened was that these players, whether they were working together or not, kind of sent Dave to the gulag, unfortunately, because that lap one was just devastating. You couldn't really avoid half of what was there.
That's true. I will be back in 30 seconds while I just
All right.
retrieve this package and
You go
En-
do that. So we
enjoy
go to
Vonnie.
Super Bell Subway. Wait a minute. What does that say? Metro Turbo for Frittix? Because I know he's from another
Yeah,
or he has a
he's French.
language differently.
He's French. Yeah, Metro is they use that's French for subway.
I've never seen the names change. Like I understand, like
Yeah, they do.
depending on region they change. I just never seen it. This is the first time I've ever seen it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, c'est très bien.
So right now we're on Super Bell Metro Surfway. If you play
What?
Surfway Racers, whatever you want to call this
Super Bell
track.
Metro Surfway.
Yeah, man, Super
was
Bell
a-
Metro Surfway.
that
I
was
mean,
a word
how else
salad.
do you get Nintendo to make another mobile
Yeah.
app based on Surfway Racers or whatever it's called?
Okay,
With those
Vonnie.
little kids.
So, remember what happened last time we were here
Yeah, we
Mario
talked
Party
about
King?
the presidents. We
No,
talked about
with
Mario Party King trying to
and-
read you.
No, at the finish line. Something I did.
Was it the bombs?
No, I might have backed Stevens and MPK, dropping MPK from.
I
the
remember.
debate.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was you backing someone or was someone else backing someone. You just happened to have your back camera on it.
I backed two people.
I do remember two people dying. I remember that much. Will you do it again though, Dave? That's the question. So Berlin Byways, by the way, in case for anyone was not aware of what track this was, and
Oh.
unfortunately Dave ran into the banana.
That's unfortunate for
I was
Dave.
just hungry. I want a banana.
Hey man, you gotta get that potassium. I don't blame you.
So you can kind of see now that Vantox is trying to go for the 10 coins and just straight out run. And you got to think Jadex is going to be up there as well. Starkesi back here in 6th. So that's going to be Ginja in 3rd.
Here we go. We're taking as many shortcuts as possible. Dave's got to be very careful not to drift, or else he would have hit that bus. Stevens in 3rd. You got Ginja in 2nd with the back green. Oh my lord! I'm gonna assume that's Bantox in front.
Vantox in the front, and I'm kind of concerned about these backs and everything that Dave's having to deal with.
Oh!
He lost a little bit of time there. That wasn't catastrophic, but he's losing a little bit of time here on Stevens.
Yeah, that was just the unfortunate luck of the draw here. But Dave is going to take the wider route. It doesn't get the booster, but he does get a double item box. I don't blame him for this, especially since he backed the green. But a star and a shroom. Not bad, not bad. Here's hoping there's a shock for Dave to surpass everyone. Stevens is just getting demolished right now. And is he going to get bombed too? Oh!
I knew immediately Dave was going to miss that shock window. I don't know. I had a feeling, but it looks like
had a feeling.
yeah, Stevens is really trying to put the pressure on. Good double there. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, the triple red.
Stevens had to do that, but
He
Ginja
dodged the fire?
making things happen.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my lord!
Dave is getting reds galore, greens galore,
Oh my
dodging
God, that
fires,
was-
dodging swamps.
That was horrifying.
Oh my lord, and he gets squished by a swamp after everything.
I don't even know what to say. This is not my best cast. It's not my worst cast, but Dave
Oh
is
my lord.
the shells.
I think you need to cast a little bit more tonight because you were losing it in SNS. You're losing it here, man. You need to come back.
Dude, the item, like just watching, like it's one thing when you're playing and you're aware what's going on. And I've even had some crazy situations happen. And Vonnie, I think you might have seen that. I think it was on it was on Toad's Turnpike where I got caught in the ramp.
Yep.
And I mean Dave with shells is a next level to me. Something I cannot crack yet. And now Lobby 2 is here on Ninja Hideaway, which was the first race of Lobby number 1. Looks like Fat Stacks there's going to be taking a little bit of a dip. Frittix, though, in 2nd, trailing Inari. Inari's been up there at the front for quite some time. Kind of curious to figure out who that is. Might be a player playing under an alternative name, or it could just be a new player that's really popping off. Blue shell
yeah.
coming into play. Nobody wants to take it.
Oh,
And
but
again-
someone does, and it ain't Critics.
And again, that blue locks on early. You saw it at SNS when I did that to 13. The blues lock on early. So if you can time your move getting around the player that you think that blue's going to lock onto, that's going to save you so much time. And that ended up allowing me to make the grand finals in the tournament just by being able to time that blue locking on and running for the rest of your life. Sherbetland here, though. Vantox out in front. Jazz, Starkessi, and Melpool. Dave's going to be your top 5.
Right now, you can see that you have that baby Rosalina trying to move up in the front, but then you have all these other players coming out of nowhere. You see Melpool down, taking the bottom path, which is obviously the safer route. And ain't that considered the faster route too in the 150?
The bottom part is, I believe, yeah, not the.
Yeah, the bottom half. Oh, if he can line up 2 to 3 people, Dave will be knocking out so many opponents. Is he gonna fire off the sound, or thankfully he doesn't with the blue? Oh, he should have. I don't know.
What the heck? I don't know what that was.
First stopped or something, and then you got the shock happening. I don't even know what's happening.
Well, Starkessi took it, but I didn't think Dave was going to be anywhere near the radius of that.
No, I think
He slowed
Starkessi
down.
tried to slow down and
Yeah,
get someone
he
with
basically
him.
stopped.
Dang.
Yeah, because Dave shouldn't have gotten hit by that. But, hey, people do what they want to do. They want to cause someone else to die, they'll take them out with them.
Jazz and Jadex are up there at the front. You see Vantox here in 4th. Stevens trying to move his way up here in 5th. That's going to be Ginja there in 3rd. So be kind of curious to see what Dave's going to do here. Doesn't have a lot of coins.
We're seeing a lot of people in the back having like these bills and stars, so that makes me wonder, do they have something up their sleeves?
With how far these bots are, there, again, could be the opportunity for late shock with the 30-second rule coming into play. Good opportunity for Dave here, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to make up any
probably
positions.
just be able to maintain 6, which looks like he does, but Melpool passes the last one with those shrooms.
Melpool passes with the shrooms. I think that 11th place has a shock behind the bill, but we'll never know. Vantox, though, with a 9-point lead here over Jadex and a 27-point lead here over Stevens.
Man, Steven, Jadex, and Vantox are looking to be the favorites of this lobby, but Vantox is looking to be the champion. You see Rock Mountain over in lobby number 2 right now. You see Frisch is going to take the side path to take the shortcut.
That Stacks there getting hit by one of those boulders.
Yeah. So question out of here for anyone of y'all to answer. So you got Friedrichs and you got the Fat Stacks. Who do you have your money on more? Because I personally am a fan of the Fat Stacks.
Well, Friedrichs is French, has a little bit of competitive experience. So I don't know who in this lobby I would pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Kemi is pretty talented as well. There's a blue shell coming in. But I think the player, just off the limited time we see here in lobby number 2, that's surprising me the most is Inari.
My goodness.
That is true. As we are on Toad's Turnpike, the track you were mentioning earlier.
Yep, and so I actually watched LA Cruiser go on the run of his life here not too long ago in
the
in
Ohio
a separate tournament.
right?
Yeah, he checked out, and that's just the strategy. Get to 10 coins and don't look back. There's going to be a lot of chaos. I mean, it's an open
Well, you want to
road.
look back to make sure nothing's going to hit you, but yeah, don't look back.
Yes, figuratively speaking, you're going to want to use your back camera a little bit, especially there because Dave's getting fired and acts of God are
absolutely.
happening all over the place.
I just want to make sure that we clarify that because we got some players in here that might not have understood that concept or may never heard that. I can tell
Ronnie,
you that for
you said the
personal-
same thing at SNS, I think, last week.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't look back, but actually do.
You
Yeah.
did say that actually.
Well, to be fair, I have kids that literally don't know what figurative language is, and when you explain it to them, they still don't get it. I'm like, have you not
That's-
heard
that's-
of
that's
these
fair.
expressions before? And they're 7th graders, so I don't know what else to tell you. Oh no.
Some textbook dodges here, trying to time the shock from the back. Dave is in a really solid position though to move up along with a lot of other players. So I'm really curious. I think everyone knows that the shock is coming, and they're just trying to, you know,
It looks like
prepare.
Neobones in the other lobby is saying that he's just popping off right now. Good on Neobones. I'd love to hear more about this. I don't know who's currently the point leader in that lobby is though, but it sounds wonderful for some folks, and not so wonderful for others. Oh no!
Well, still a shockless turnpike.
I don't even think you're gonna get it at this point.
Oh, you're gonna get it. It's just, is it gonna play a factor into the
Watch,
outcome
it's gonna
of the
be
race?
Dave right now. Ah!
You got to think that the Villager and Lakitu is coming up on the set right now. So Dave's going to need to pop into this star if he wants any chance of getting any momentum here. And the star coming in from Lakitu, nothing being used by the Villager, and it's not going to happen.
Oh,
you
no!
Oh, Jadex!
I had a
Mother
feeling I was
trucker.
going to see Jadex just try to sideswipe Dave, which he does at the star. But Vantox is getting that buffer lead against Jadex and Stevens, and Ginja is still in fourth, but he is struggling.
I was just like, you saw that coming from a mile away. Jadex
I
had
knew it was
out
going
for
to
Dave.
happen.
I didn't think you'd be that much of a dick.
I know Jadex well enough to
Yeah,
know
Jadex will do
he
that.
will not care. He will take you out if he can do it.
Exactly.
And then you got Coconut Mall lobby. There's a lot of repeats between these two lobbies. And there's more than 46 tracks now, so or 48. Can we not get the same one? Oh my god.
You know, the people want what the people want, you know?
That's the randomizer not equally picking out these tracks.
Is it really random though?
At this point, no. Well, it's one of these tracks has a higher percentage than the others, and that's why we keep getting them.
Jude's position here for both the Fat Stacks and for Frittix, because they both got items at the set, although Cozy Fog just runs over Frittix. And so the Fat Stacks here in 8th, trying to make something happen. We're going to go to Shy Guy Falls. This is an uncommon track that you don't normally get to see in tournaments.
I do like Shy Guy Falls. I know a lot of players are not big on it, but I personally enjoy it.
I think it's the worst track in the game.
I don't think it's the worst, but I don't think it's the best. I think it's like an okay track. A little bit beyond a meh, but not like, oh, it's so wonderful, I want to pick it.
Like, aesthetically, I really like this track, but from a competitive standpoint, I think this is the worst track in the game.
That's a fair assessment. I can agree with that. Although I would like to see like competitive players try to pick it more, because a lot of people won't practice this track. And if that's the case, if you know how to run it and you get it, your team should be able to dominate on it. That's my thought process. You can argue against me on it, and that's fine.
Well, I mean, for free-for-alls, like, this track just doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it, in my opinion. So, you know, even with a track like Baby Park, for instance, it's all about item ruling and probability, and it's like a little bit of driving, but it's more about how you're driving with like the item ruling. Here it's just straightaways and boost ramps, one cut, small glider section. I don't know. It just, to me, like, aesthetically it looks amazing, but there's not a whole lot going on.
And I don't blame Dave for firing off that ghost right now, because there's a lot of things happening
Like
around
that's
him.
Turkezi's fire.
And he stole fire. He's trying to spit fire, man. I wonder if Dave's going to release that rap album soon.
Everybody here is trailing Stevens. It's Stevens, then it's going to be Jadex, Ginja, Vantox. That's the top 4.
I don't know if pulling off that ghost already was that early was a wise move. I don't know if I would have held on to it just a little bit longer. In case, like, this is where I usually would see a shock happen. It's around this point, if not the glider.
Yeah, getting shocked on the current is it's just a horrible position to be in. But at least if you're with the current, then you're okay in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
The one thing that does save this track is the shock nerf and, you know, not getting TS there. Dave has nothing for this cut. Unamunchi takes the box. This is going to be a really bad finish for Dave.
Not
even pops the bill.
not as super bad. Oh, never mind. He hit the one.
Does hang on over Starkessi.
Oh, man. Sarkessi was having a good run, but now it's falling a little bit, but they can climb back up. It's a 3-way tie for 5th right now. And then you got Sky Garden in lobby number 2 over there. Sky Garden. A kind of a controversial track for a lot of competitive players versus its original counterpart, from what I keep hearing.
I like Sky Garden, but I have nothing to base that off of in terms of, history or anything like that. But
The
Yeah.
music's good. Mhm.
I mean, well, you can play Sky Garden now with the new Nintendo expansion pass on the GBA, like the original version, because they have the Mario Kart Super Circuit on it.
Yeah, but who wants to play Super Circuit?
Hey, I'm gonna try it out.
Alright,
I'm not gonna lie. Will I be mad and upset? Probably 100%, because I heard that's probably the hardest Mario Kart.
Oh, guess what we're going back to?
Oh, is there a repick?
Random.
Oh, if it's random, that's fine. If it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
repick, different story.
Going back to Sky High Sunday.
I already said everything I wanted to say on Sky High Sunday. It is a Sunday. You got the ice cream shop. You got Toad, Shy Guys, Yoshi's. But no one's buying the ice cream. I don't see a single one of them holding on to one.
They're all lactose intolerant.
Then why are you at a place called Sky High Sunday?
Maybe they have froyo. I don't know.
Doesn't that contain some type of dairy product?
I guess it does. I don't know. I don't eat.
what if the ice cream is CBD infused and it's actually that they're literally high and they can't?
I am not responding to that because
Wow.
I am not encouraging.
That was
Just a thought.
That was a turn.
I am not encouraging drugs. No.
I mean, I was talking about CBD. I was talking about THC.
Neo
but-
Bones, that's funny.
Lactose intolerant. I like that.
Lactose, but there's toads. Oh no!
Leave me alone, for crying out loud.
Not that bullet bill, they won't.
Yeah, Dave's gonna have to get out of the center, but luckily that bill ended.
Thankfully.
Jadex is out in the Jadex is not out in the front. Still gonna be Vantox for the time
Jax is
being.
in second or third. It looks like he's fighting with someone there, trading spots. But there's Blue Shell, so if Vantax doesn't recognize the imminent threat, Jax is gonna pass forward. Oh wait, Jax got hit by something. So, yeah, it's gonna be like SNS. No one lets second do their job. That's why first gets this lead.
The blue shell kind of did reel in Vantox a little bit. Dave's just gonna have to be very careful here because shock could be in play from the bottom.
Oh, I thought he fell off the track, but thankfully he was able to recover. Gratefulness of the anti-gravity there, man. That's what helped. But you're all right. There's a shock, and there we go.
This is good for Dave because everybody's hitting everything, and he did get that box. So just going wide, passing a few players here.
I thought he hit that Roy, but I guess the iframes said no, based on the tendon-net code right there. And here we go. You see Dave fires, trying to hold it off. Want to say it's sarcastic, want to say Ginja, but there's fire being thrown everywhere here, folks.
Interesting situation here for Dave. Actually, that was pretty smart, but he still gets hit by Ginja. Lost that defense, and actually is going to get paid out on that. And I don't know. I mean, had Dave gotten more defense there, I don't think I would have gone about that way. But Dave was just in a really difficult place. Vantox gets second, Stevens first, Jazz third.
It's a 1 point difference for second place between Stevens and Jadex, but Vantox is already at a double-digit lead right now.
Yes, I believe 23 points there for
You got Mary
Vantox.
Mountain in lobby 1, with Britics leading the pack, and the Fat Stacks getting shocked right before the boxes, and fires off that bill as they're in lap 3. So that's going to be really good for the Fat Stacks here.
Oh, and he's going to get an item here at this set. It's a single shroom.
He might be able to get 4th if he plays it right, but he's going to
I don't
hold on
know.
to 5th.
Nah.
Hey, I'll take 5th. I'll take 5th. Oh, he got 6. Who passed him?
I think somebody tricked and out tricked him there at the end, or came in a maybe a boost shroom, and that was Migrating Pig.
Wow. Wow, that was a good job by Migrating Pig to pack up 5th in just the nick of time, though.
Toad Circuit for race 15 here.
Toad Circuit, my guy. I think this is the starting track of the 3DS of Mario Kart 7, if memory serves me right. I haven't played that game in forever.
So
What do you think about
Jadex,
this track?
I like
It's
this
not
track.
bad. It's not bad. Like, it's kind of bland, but it's not bad.
I like to run it. I don't like to bag it. I think it's a fun runner because everybody wants to bag it. This is an interesting set of strategies because Vantox is not letting up from running now.
Oh no, like he's having first place and he's trying to lock onto it. Like even if he doesn't get first here, as long as he stays in the top 3, he's keeping that overall spot. That's what he wants, and I don't blame him. Don't let off the gas. If you let off too early, you're going to give up your run very quickly. I've seen it time and time again.
Blue Shell coming out for Starkessi. Vantox trying to make something happen.
Ooh.
Goes a little bit tight, so he actually does benefit a little bit more compared to Dave.
Melpool, unfortunately, going to be the victim of red for not using the back camera
Yeah.
after getting rid of all of his defensive items.
It's a mistake that can really be costly, especially in the top spot, not knowing
And it's
For
lap
being
3
aware.
too, so it is costing him.
like what your opponents have around you. Oh man, that's just such a tough situation that Dave is losing all of those items. That was going to be the opportunity to maybe reel back in Vantox.
Oh!
Stevens!
No! Stevens decides to hit Dave, but Dave still gets in top 6, but he ends up in 5th place. Vantox in 1st, Ginja in 2nd, Stevens in 3rd, Melpool in
God, it was a
4th,
three-way tie.
Tarkesi in 6th. Oh,
Huge
man.
three-way tie. Melpool, Starkessi, and Jazz for 5th. We're on
Yes.
Bone Dry Dunes here for Lobby 2.
Good job out of these folks right now. They're going to lap 3 on Bone Drive Dunes. And looks like Sarkesi has something to say with Dave. Dave with the infinite items to block, shaking my head.
Hey, I still paid for it. Stevens made sure of that.
Yeah. I like how someone apparently subscribed to Denier, but he's not online.
That's funny.
That was funny. But you can see the fat stacks. If I was him, do your best to stay in the top 6. Like don't even try to attack at this point no more. Oh no, he drifted too much into the off-road. And you see the late stream of Frittix almost getting hit by the fat stack screen, but he was able to maintain 2nd.
Yeah, so Frittix gets 2nd and Nari 3rd. Akemi takes 1st, Migrating Pig there in 4th. But Frittix has the lead there over Akemi. And it's a tight one in lobby number 2. It's a 1-point difference, and Inari is only down by about 14.
Something like that.
That's pretty huge. Sunshine Airport's where we're going here for this next race. This is race 16. 2/3 of the way through qualifier number 4.
And here we are. You can see Dave is just trying to stay in the safe path right here. This is probably the safest path there is. Just taking up the wing of that plane to go through it. And I don't blame him. Like, if you don't have, like, the shrooms to take that grass cut to go, like, the quickest distance to the finish line, or if you know you're not going to get the double item box on the other side of that plane, you might as well just take the safe route.
Yeah, absolutely crazy stuff. Dave's going to try to make something happen here. Go through this cut. He does have some shrooms at his disposal. Might be good to save one for the cut coming up, but again, you're your own person. You can do what you want. Wow, the banana snipe. That, I think, was from Ginja.
Oh, the back bananas too by Jadex.
Dave's got a back. That nice awareness from Dave using the back camera. But
Oh,
Steven somehow ends up right where Dave is and just has it out for him. But Steven's though getting carded here by
I
the
thought
shot.
Dave was going to squish Steven to revenge. I
Good
really
awareness
wanted
there to
it.
go a little bit wide because of bananas.
Good.
It's going to be Vantox, Jazz, Melpool in the top 3.
Good job of Melpool staying in the top spot, but he's got to be careful of boomerangs and greens right now. 2 for 2 on those boomerang shots, man.
Dave committing war crimes, 3 for 3, but tricks right into the fire. Just murders everybody else with the sound horn. Green's coming up, but
I
it's
think we're
not
seeing
so
a
effective.
pattern here. Like every time Dave tricks and he's about to land, he gets hit by something. So I
Oh,
think if he
my-
doesn't trick, he'll be fine.
Yeah, Stevens gets just outlawed.
Whoa! Did he
by
take out
Jadex.
Jadex?
Oh, the bomb! Oh, the bomb!
Oh my lord!
Oh my lord, that's a drag race. No, Jadex is still alive.
Okay, so
Helpful.
Jake did get hit, or he got lucky. No! He couldn't pull out the item in time. Oh.
And I think that... Did that just go to Ginja, maybe?
I don't even know.
Dave just gets done dirty here at 8th place.
Damn.
Ginja, Jazz, and Mel, Starkessi. Wow.
Vantox got killed.
Vantox, though, is still in a really good position here. He's almost 30 points above Jadex. So,
Yeah.
one bad race is not going to kill him that badly. And Jadex was also not in that top spots either, the top 3. So, it's not going to hurt Vantox that much.
That was a crazy finish. Wildwood's here for lobby number 2. Shock coming in late here on lap number 3. Huge run here for the Fat Stacks, trying to make up some ground. Oh, but it hits the wall. And, oh, no.
And you see his facial expression. He was not happy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a little bit
It's ridiculous.
Neil Bones
interesting to
getting
say
his
the
third
least.
first place win.
Neo's popping today. What's going on?
It's he's Neil Bowser City. That's what he's doing. That's what he
Every
wants. That's
time
his
I hit
track.
that corner, man.
This is I've been seeing some crazy stuff though. This is wild, but
Every time I hit
Fat Stack's trying to regain that composure a little bit. I'm actually still trying to think of, do I want to play some Mario Kart today or not? We'll see.
Well, if you have Tommy B here, you might as well bring him.
I think he might come. I'm not sure though.
Oh,
But
if he's coming, you might as well play yourself.
yeah, I am so tired. I'm going straight to take a nap after this.
I don't blame you. You should. I woke up
But-
early because I thought I was gonna take my mom to the hospital for a thing, but that got canceled. So I've been tired today.
Vantox still going out with the run. Jazz gets hit. Stevens moves up into second. Starkessi is going to be in third because Ginja's just getting hit out right now.
No, Ginja had something to block it, or else he would have been back there. He still moved forward. Oh, but thankfully Dave was not hit by that sound horn. You saw a boomerang being thrown as well, but he couldn't avoid the JX greens.
Yeah,
But he almost got hit with the second green.
there's a bot.
Oh, I
the
got
Baby
Starkessi.
Rosalina bot
He
is
got Starkessi.
driving with a vengeance right now.
I
Vina Munch is
Dave's
going to
a
kill Dave.
target for a lot of folks for no apparent reason. I don't know why. Blue Shell does land on player in first place.
Still a big break though for that top 3.
Yeah, the top 3 all caught up to each other, but 4 through the rest of the pack, they're all behind. Oh, the top 4 now is literally all neck to neck.
Yeah, player did Bill up there. I think this is a good use of the star by Dave. Last
Especially
minute
with
shot
that
could
green
happen.
right there, yeah. There's another blue that's going to be thrown out, so we got to play this carefully. Oh, JX almost got Dave somehow to sideswipe.
Some crazy backs. Dave hangs on for 4th. That's pretty solid, given how far back that second pack was.
Okay.
Vantox, Stevens, Starkessi. That's going to be your top 3.
Okay, hold on. Was it me or did Starkessi look like he's tried to stop at the line to get someone right before he
That's
passed
exactly
it
what
with
he
the
did.
blue shell? All right, I want to make
Yep.
sure I wasn't the only one who saw that.
I saw a little slowing down funny business.
And we don't have Bobby in here to really show the funny business. Oh, but they are on
No, we
Boot
do
Lake.
not.
We are on Boot Lake. And the shock dodge happened with the Fat Stack. That's going to be critical right now. But I don't think he's going to really be moving up beyond that 8th place spot because this is past lap 3.
Yeah, a little
Yeah, that was
too late there, but Inari taking that window over Akemi and Friedrichs. And Inari is
that right there.
getting right back into this picture. So Akemi, Friedrichs, and Inari right now. I mean, Inari's actually putting up a claim to maybe take lobby number 2 in their first try because Friedrichs and Kyret are both locked in. So Inari is going to be one of those players next up there in lobby number 2 to take that spot.
All right, we'll have to see how that all transpires. Like, I would hope for Inari to do the best they can, stay at the top spot, don't let off the gas. But hey, I've seen people early celebrate before, and it's cost them heavily. Hopefully, Inari doesn't do that.
Still several races to go. Anything can happen. Very similar situation here. Vantox extremely comfortable in this lobby, but Jadex really trying to hold his own, and Steven's really trying to make it difficult. And you kind of have Ginja, who's just kind of been in that 4th place position pretty comfortably. Going to need to have some big races to really make a last-minute surge here.
Oh, yeah, man. And here with DKJ, you're seeing that Jazz getting the slipstream off of Dave here. But it's still early race. This is known to be a good running type of track, but bagging's also been pretty dominant as far as I'm aware. Or at least I've always run this track.
This is probably a little bit more optimal to run in an FFA. I mean, I feel like this probably did have a little bit more weight for bagging pre-shock nerf.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, Vantox has 10 coins. He's getting hit by second, but oh man, okay, good use of Dave to stop.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon. It's the caster curse, man. We always do it, and we'll continue to do it, whether we know it or not. And Dave almost got Unimunch with that back green, but Dave does throw that blue. It's going after one of those top 3 players. And I don't know if one of them was pulling it after you or they got hit. I really couldn't tell.
I think the player in 3rd just wanted to keep their distance, but it looks like that they did dodge that blue. Stevens, though, getting hit out by Vantox. Vantox is going to maintain his lead here on the final lap, and that's going to bring in Ginja in the 2nd place.
Oh, Dave is too fast. He's just sliding around the course, not able to stay in the on-road. He's going off-road, but he does have the mushrooms. You see the bill being used right in front of him. And he's got to hope that he can get a double out of box. Let's see. Will this help him out? No!
That was catastrophic because had Dave gotten a dodge, I mean, and gotten maybe a good item, he could have farmed a lot of players.
Ah, and he falls off the track on top of that.
Unfortunate for Dave, but I don't think it was going to change too much from that outcome. Vantox, Ginja, Jazz, Stevens, Unimunchi, Jadex. So Stevens now pretty comfortably ahead of Ginja, or excuse me, Jadex here. Vantox just trying to go for maybe a career high score. I'm wondering what that oh, never mind. He's not on pace for a career high. That's 307, but we'll see though. Vantox's been very consistent with these scores.
Dude, we're on like what, race 19 now?
Or something
like
there, yeah.
Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Why are you gonna be that guy? Why are you gonna be that guy? Why are you gonna be that guy? Yeah. You move away from that. Don't you dare consider it. I'll take that. I'll take Neo. Don't you dare consider it, Dave. How dare you?
1 second, real quick.
It looks like they went through Berlin Byway on the other side for lobby 2. And then you got the fast stacks of merchandise popping up on the street. It looks like we are
cool
going
merch.
to Neo.
Some cool merch.
It does look nice. Maybe I'll buy one day.
Yeah, race 19. So we have 6 races to go.
All right, not bad, not bad. Here we go. We are actually making good time. Like, because we're West Coast, it's 2:06, but East Coast is 5:06. That's actually not that bad time-wise. Going faster
Nope.
than I thought it would.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of zoned in, and that's what's cool about this tournament is realistically,
Everyone
you know,
knows what they
assuming
want.
yeah the room starts when it usually starts, and today they kind of start a little bit early. It's going to be about 90 minutes or so, give or take, depending on
Oh, I
the
thought
track.
I was going to see a Dave sniping Melpool with a bounce.
Yeah,
screen. That would've
Melpool's
been
going for
amazing.
these backs and just not hanging on,
Oh!
not looking ahead. Like I don't know why everybody is so trigger happy in this lobby, because all you're doing is you're just letting the top players run. And now there's a 3-player break yet again, and these players that are stuck 4th through 9th essentially, they're just in this trance state where they're never going to be able to move up, never advance. I mean,
Now, Dave's
I'm just telling you how
in a really
it is.
good position right now. Like, he's just got to hope that not more than 4 is thrown after him or a blue. But I think he's in solid. I would hold on to all that as much as I can.
Wait a
You just
minute.
You can't do anything about the fire.
Wait a
You
minute.
can't really do
it
anything
didn't
about
touch the
that.
bananas?
You can't do anything about that fire.
You
It
can go through the
bounces.
bananas.
And Janice really wants to get David fired.
Mother trucker. Eat it!
Dave gets JDX back for his tomfoolery.
Getting a little bit personal here.
It became personal with him.
Sarkesi gets hit in the crossfire,
Oh,
but
God.
Van
Oh, that bouncing great! Did it hit JDX? Oh, that was nasty.
It did hit JDX.
That was nasty. I wonder what Dave's gonna do with the shroom though. Does he save it for the cut or does he try to chain for 2 new items?
No, it's a good save. Good save by Dave here. Oh.
Well, it's a
God.
nothing type of save now because Shock just nullifies all that. How does he catch back up? How did JDX catch right back up after everything Dave did to get revenge?
They probably all went through the set,
Ground
and
charade.
Dave made the right play, but got punished for it, and that's Mario Kart for you.
Oh, but Stevens is above JDX. I don't think we really mentioned that too much from last
he's
time because JDX
breaking
was
away.
in second. But Vantox is still having this huge lead though. Dave, how dare you? You can go jump off a building with that type of course pick.
After what I just had to live through, I think I'm allowed to have a shit pick.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Yep, I did.
All right. But it looks like they're in London Loop in that that final lap right there. I don't know where the heck Critics ended up, but you see the Fat Stack's able to keep 6. He got passed by that last
I
minute
was
build.
already close.
Morzilla
Sixth
getting
place.
second on that track. Ooh.
That's good for Morzilla. Morzilla with the
Man, I was
Morzilla and
so
Cozy Fog
bad
both
at
tied for
the end,
4th.
man. It's crazy.
That's exciting.
That just means they got more room to
I was getting
get
hit
better.
from
They got more
everywhere.
room to win. That's what I love to see. Four
Race
more races after
20.
this one. 4 more after this one. Here we go.
See what happens. Ribbon Road.
Is this your favorite track in the game?
Me, it's not my favorite, but I like this track though. It's up there for me. But I
Yeah.
think if I had to pick favorite track in the game, you know, I really need to think about this like post Shock Nerf, and like
Oh,
what
that's
my
true.
favorite track would be.
That's
But I'll-
true.
What my favorite track, if gunned in my head and I had to answer, I would probably say Twisted Mansion.
And that was pre-Shock Nerf, right?
Yeah, it's still my favorite track, but I mean, it's definitely lost a little bit of its like luster post Shock Nerf.
Yeah.
But the thing about that track is it's kind of similar to Bowser's Castle. You have those double apex turns, you have a few
Yeah.
cuts, you have multiple pathways, you have that glider section, you have the cut at the end. You know, there's so many different areas where you can, you know, take advantage of teams. You can run it, you can bag it. It's such a multifaceted track. That's why it's my
Yeah.
favorite.
I've always been open with mine, Dolphin Shoals and Toad Harbor, man. Like, I just like running those tracks. I like them aesthetically. I think they're pleasing. Like, even if I didn't do good on those tracks, like, I just have a solid foundation of what I need to do as a racer personally. And I think they both, whether people realize it or not, I think they kind of favor the inward drifting styles, and I just love playing it. I think it's a smooth racing.
Mantox there, tried to go for a frame dodge, but he did end up getting hit by something else. He has a big lead. A huge lead, by the
no
way.
one's letting second do their job. Everyone wants to attack second so they can attack first, but yet they can't do squat.
Nope. Dave here in 5th, though, but it's a very spread out pack. Stevens getting hit there by Ginja. Ginja going to be moving ahead there of Stevens. Lushel going to come out on Ginja, though. Huge, huge, huge. This is going to be big for Dave. who
Oh,
might get
does
third
it
or
do it?
second. Dave
He
gets
got
second out of that.
Oh my god, that was
Let's go.
great. Great job. The bill pulled in just when Dave needed it, and I don't blame him. Let's go, Dave.
Hey.
Get in that second. But Vantox is having almost a 30 to 40 point lead almost against Stevens.
Yeah, it was pretty wild to say the least. But I didn't even look at Dave's screen for a little bit there. I was looking at the map just to see what was going to happen to the blue, and you can kind of see all that stuff transpire. Luckily, Dave popped the bill, able to take advantage of that situation.
It would have been even more beautiful if there was a shock on top of that. That just would have been icing on the cake.
Oh, that would have been One can dream, but you know.
One can dream. But maybe
think-
that dream can be reality.
I have
Don't let your
PTSD
dreams
from
go
that line.
wrong.
I swear to God, I have PTSD from that line.
Hey, Vonnie, what track is this called?
Let's see. Oh, it's Diddy Kong Racing. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm not gonna let it go.
Paris Promenade.
No!
Irish Promenade, told you.
I always call it Promenade, but
Yes. We've had
Well,
this
he said
discussion every
promenade.
single week now.
He said
wait, isn't it
Promenade.
the other way? Isn't it the other way around
It's promenade.
correctly?
It's promenade.
That's not how you say it.
Ask Friddix. He's French.
In the American English.
Yeah, in American English, it's aid, but I'm still gonna say Promenade.
It's
Hey.
I'm just gonna trigger people and just interchangeably say it like I normally do.
yeah, let's go.
Nade, nod. I'm gonna be drinking some Gatorade after this, guys.
You mean some hate? Do you mean haterade?
Gatorade.
Oh my
Got it. I love it. Oh my god.
Jazz
Hit
and
by those reds and greens. Oh no.
yeah, one of the Roys is gonna be up there. Well, both of them are. It's just a matter of is Ginja in
Is
second
that
or is
Jazz in
Ginja
the front
in
as
third?
Yoshi?
Jazz is up there. You got Ginja Star
Oh! Where does this blue or not blue bomb
Van
come
Van
from?
Tox is out here taking names in the back.
I think he's like, I'm safe right now. I'll do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, a
And
little,
then I'll
you know,
go back.
edge guard winner. He can pump the brakes a little bit if he wants to. I mean, he's already into the playoffs here.
I can't imagine him coming back for Edgeguard 3. Well, wait a minute. I can't.
Oh, Munchie!
Oh,
Oh,
you saw it!
Munamunchi.
You saw it, but you couldn't do anything
And I
about
had-
it. It's
I had
too
a
quick of
bill.
a read.
I
You had a bill and a star, I think.
Honestly,
There's nothing you can do. There's
I
nothing
think-
you can do.
we can't speak for room number 2, lobby 2, but Munamunchi, I think that was probably one of the better shots used in this entire tournament today. Very quick. She may or may not have been aware, but we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt that there were
Yeah,
dodges
definitely
behind.
give it a benefit.
She caused a lot of chaos with that.
And right now, you can see Dave. I thought that bill was going to bring Dave back up at least within top 6, but no, it cut a little bit short in my personal taste. But hey, the Bills work the way that they do, and I can't control that. Does he get something else? Does he get some of his troubles? Only the shroom and the fire. But he is going to fire out some folks, but he's got to be careful of hitting himself.
Oh,
Oh,
Jazz takes this one.
oh!
Van Tox might have gotten hit over the line, but could have gotten second there.
It is just a tragedy to see these players. Unfortunately, Ginja got down to 10th. I thought he was up there in the front too.
There's a lot going on right now. It's getting pretty crazy, but man,
That became personal with them.
yeah. You know, Vonnie, some of these players, they just like to wake up and choose violence, you know? And that's
They want
the
to watch
nature
the
of
world
the game.
burn. Yeah, they're gonna want to watch the world burn. I don't know what else to tell you on this.
You want to know what my favorite quote is that
What up?
comes from a video game?
Sure.
So my lounge name on MKC is called Calypso. Calypso is in the guy who runs Twisted Metal, the tournament.
Yeah.
The best lines that I even embody
They almost got the mushroom.
in Mario Kart is, "Their destruction is my creation." It's a beautiful quote.
That's deep.
Their destruction is my creation.
I think that's the last.
And I'm like, yep. It's a great motto.
Is
Fritz,
that from Twisted Metal?
it is.
Yeah.
By the way,
what up?
Twisted Metal's live action show. They got Samoa Joe playing Sweet Tooth. They got
Samoa Joe's playing Sweet Tooth?
Samoa
I was
Joe is
wondering who
playing-
was gonna play that.
well, I think it's going to be voiced by Will Arnett, but Samoa Joe is going to like play him. But the talking is going to be done. The voice is going to be done by Will
Oh,
Arnett.
so they're gonna have a
It's-
voiceover for that?
Yeah,
That's
and then
gonna
they
be
have
pretty
the what's his name? Oh, drawing a blank. But Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie is going to be. One
I'm
of the
hoping
main
for that
characters,
live action. They kind of base it off Twisted Metal Black. Like I've never played any of them, but I know Black is apparently like the best one out there.
too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, one of the Mexican casters for Smash is really excited about the Black influence. I didn't know that was what they were basing it off of, but it will be pretty exciting. This is Tokyo Blur, so nothing really crazy happens until the end. So I think that was a fine little distraction. Dave here, though, in second. Ginja in first. Unimunchi's going to be bringing up the rear of the human players. And we see Jazz and, Vantox. Oh, man. You can tell Vantox is using his back camera.
Well, how is Dave avoiding all this fire?
Vantox was actually using his back camera so much, and it was the fire coming from both Ginja and Jazz. Final lap here. This is nuts. I don't even know what
rough.
I'm doing.
This is really rough. Like, Dave was pretty much the Matrix, but then something else happened. Oh, no, Melpool. Why are you being a jerk? Why are you being a jerk, Melpool? That hurts.
They just want to hit people. Melpool's going to likely... Oh, I thought he was going to back it, but takes out Lakitu.
Lakitu, got it. Oh, the snipe though!
Dave,
oh my god!
Dave with the revenge.
Oh, that green snipe. That was. I need a shower.
Vantox wins this by a mile. I think the real battle right now is Jadex is down 14 to Stevens. I don't think that's ultimately going to change.
I don't think Vantox is going to be leaving first place at this point. He's
unless Stevens
to win.
just blows up in the next race.
Even if Vantox were to get 2 last places and Stevens were to get 2 first place, I think Vantox won it. I think it's mathematically impossible to lose it. But I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't do the math right.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on here. Yeah, Vantox is just kind of checked out. Sydney Sprint here in lobby number 2.
It was funny to see because I know one of them is a stream delay on. To see both the Fat Stacks and Frittix both in 9th place.
Yeah, Frittix is going to be slightly behind the Fat Stack.
Ooh.
I think he's in front of the Fat Stacks.
Oh, maybe it is the other way around.
Yeah, because the Fat Stacks is in 9th and Frittix is in 4th, like right before the Fat Stacks even gets to this part.
Yep. So the shock's going to be coming out on the Fat Stacks pretty soon.
Yeah.
No. Fat Stacks is a little bit ahead.
We're going to Rock Mountain for lobby number 1. Yeah, no, the Fat Stacks stream is ahead. Frittix was past.
Yeah, Frittix was
right.
Yeah, because Frittix has a bigger stream delay based on what we can see.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because
I know it was hard to process. It gave me a minute too. Like
it's tough. It's tough with the lap counter not being visible on Fat Stacks.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, Dave could be in a good position here with the mushroom. But yeah, probably going to be a safer bet to kind of trail.
Okay, Neobum.
Here.
Yeah, Neobum says I'm guaranteed not last park champ. Hey man, like, congrats. I'm happy for you. But I know you still got something. You can pull something out of your butt and continue that grind up towards the ranks, man. I'd love to see it.
It's all about making it to the playoffs. So just do what you can. Race smart to try to make it there. Even an interesting position here. Once again, Vantox in the lead. Melpool and Ginja there in 2 and 3. Ginja goes through the bomb, but Melpool and Dave are recipients of it. Melpool is really going after Dave here, and Dave is also just backing.
Dave is risking his life right now at that back thread. I definitely would have held on to that. Like, let him get hit by the drag rather than to give up a defense because you left yourself vulnerable or something.
Good position for Dave. Gets shocked into boxes. He's going to have the... Oh, it's only a green, but have the advantage going into this situation.
No back camera to avoid the green, but hey, whatever works. Ginja in second. I'm going to assume that's Vantox in front.
Yeah, you got to assume. I mean, Vantox knows what he's doing. He's just really trying to get out to 10 coins, and he's just trying to drive. So,
yes,
Dave's just got to really kind of maintain this, save those shrooms for the cut, see if he can make anything happen. But as we say, that crazy back coming into play. And now Dave's going to have to sweat a little bit here.
Everyone looks better in sweat, as Nacho Libre once says. And Dave, unfortunately, he's trying to time his shrooms as best as he can to get on the ramp. He timed it a little too early. He does lose a spot for it, but can he hit out Jadex? No, Jadex goes into the ghost, so he won't be able to hit him out. Could possibly hit out Melpool, but he's not going to be able to move past 7th place in time.
7th place there for Dave. Did the running order change up at the top? And it did. Ginja takes down Vantox there for the top spot. And Stevens pretty much cemented second place here in this lobby. Vantox actually could, I stand corrected. He's on pace to actually beat his 307 from qualifier number 1, potentially.
Let's go. Love to see another Sydney sprint. You got 8DX Rainbow Road. I don't know if this was the final race for them or not.
It probably is.
Oh my gosh.
Probably is. This is lap 3, by the way. Seeing on Frick's screen, you can see that it's lap 3 based on the counter. And Frick's getting hit by something, but he is in 4th place. Shock does happen. And you're telling me Frick's is going to dodge that shock?
Some bull right there.
Depending on
Very well could. There he
Wow.
goes.
Depending on that delay right there.
Wow,
Oh my god.
what a dodge.
And he gets 1st place for it. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, he gets blued.
Cozy Fog could steal this one here. Oh no, Morzilla steals it. Over
Hey, let's
Cozy
go
Fog.
Mozilla. Oh my god.
Wow. Verdict's getting all the way back to 5th there.
Hey, Knight, so what's your favorite track again?
This one.
Hey.
Oh. Make sure for those in lobby too, like whoever's the host, please make sure to post up the scores of everyone.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting situation right now. Final race. Everything's kind of in, and I'm not going to say that, you know, we kind of know where everything's going to stand, but for a lot of these players, though, some of these points could make the difference on if they're going to qualify into the tournament or not. I mean, you're looking right now at Ginja, and you're looking at 4th place here in this lobby. Actually, that might be Ginja. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, but
I am too. Like I'm trying to think, and I'm like,
because Jadex is already in, Vantox is in, Stevens is in. So whoever is behind Ginja, that's what it is. Like there's a 3-way tie there. That's really what the storyline is. And I believe that's going to be Jazz, Starkessi, and Melpool.
unless it's Dave.
That's not. Dave kind of got griefed at the line way too many times, which isn't his fault. But what realistically is going to happen is Ginja is qualified in, and now there's a 3-way battle here for this last spot.
And you can see in 6th place, you see Melpool is trying to hit out Dave with fire. He was able to connect with 1. Jazz is grateful to avoid all that. You see the scores are posted in the Mario Kart channel for the Discord. And I'll read out the scores there. Looks like Fricks gets 1st with 267. Akeem 261 in 2nd. You get Inari in 3rd with 252. Cozy Fog in 4th with 207. Morzilla in 5th with 200 even. Pig 197 in 6th. Neobones 7th place with 178. The Fat Axe in 8th with 134. And then the rest of it is just bots.
Stevens gets hit. Melpool is up there. Jadex. So this is a good run for Melpool if he can hang on. But is Dave going to choose violence? No.
Yes. Every day, Dave will choose violence.
Wow, but Melpool just decides. I don't know why Melpool would want to back his defense there when Vantox is coming right beside him. And now Melpool's going potentially down. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting finish. Wow, Dave avoiding another red shell there and having to avoid the bill.
Oh, look at that Luigi. He is not happy. He is pretty sad.
And
Vantox at 303.
Yep. Jazz ends up taking 5th. It was a little bit more of a runaway there for Jazz late.
Screen pick, screenshot. So that way we can have the scores. Let's go.
So if unofficially, I believe Ginja and Jazz make it out of lobby number 1, given that the top 3 players are already qualified for the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. This has been it was a really interesting qualifier because there was just so much hitting, and you could tell that there was a lot of personal elements that came into play here as well too.
Oh yeah, it honestly looked like someone had beef with other players. Some of these players just wanted to destroy everyone. Didn't matter what they got, as long as they got someone else. But like we saw a few of that. Was one of them being Starkessi waiting at the line of Sky Garden with the blue, trying to take out someone else before he passes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But overall, good racing overall. I love seeing everyone play to their heart's content. Vantox obviously the clear winner. from Lobby 1. Stevens also pretty much putting up a run of his own line right there as well. With the 260, I believe, or the 270, whatever he had, being in second place. Then Jadex, I believe he got third in that lobby, if I remember the screens correctly in the right order.
Also, thank you, Melpool, for the raid. I'm actually just taking a look at the PlayX Discord here real quick.
That's what I'm doing too.
Mario Kart channel, just see what we can catch up on. Very close room, yeah, for lobby number 2.
Yeah, it said Friedrichs with the first place, and it's pretty much Akeem in second, and then Nara in third.
So unofficially, if Friedrichs and Akemi are qualified in, and Cozy Fog also qualified in already at 4th, that would mean that Inari or Morzilla are likely going to be the next two to make it in through lobby number 2.
Semis?
Yeah. So it looks like unofficially it's going to be Inari, Morzilla, and then it's going to be Jazz and Ginja, potentially.
All right.
But we're going to have to wait for the official word on that, though.
Oh, absolutely. I know Dave is already working on his butt off right now to get that.
Right now.
Tell you the scores? Oh, he's tallying the scores. I thought he said I thought he said tell you. I was like, all right, I'll tell you the lobby. I'll tell you lobby 2 scores. I can't tell you lobby 1 because
tell
you
it
have
to me,
that.
but in a story. Like tell a story with the scores.
Once upon a time, we had a player. Okay, I'm not doing that. But no, this has been a great racing overall. I love seeing the action of everyone there. Like, I hope everyone had a good time for qualifying number 4. Qualifying number 5 is going to be happening. And what was the exact date for qual 5? I know it's in March, but when?
March 11th.
Yeah.
March 11th. All right, awesome. Love seeing that. So we'll see you all for March 11th for qualifying number 5, but we'll get you the scores and all that in just a few moments, since I know we have to make sure we can verify all that stuff and see where everyone ends up at. And we'll see how all these players do, because I am excited for Mozilla. If he can make it, he's going to be my guy.
Yeah, I think, man, something just hit me in the face. But I think Morzilla, by the way, this is a huge run for the Cruiser family, because you had LA Cruiser and Moon Princess. They were traveling today, so they didn't make this tournament. But
yeah,
Morzilla, though, taking advantage of the situation, potentially here, sneaking in a bid into the playoffs, and likely going to, I would assume Morzilla is probably going to show up to SNS tonight. So this is a big day for Morzilla. Yeah, so really well done. Morzilla kind of snuck in there, and we did see that Morzilla was getting a couple like top 2s and even a win on some of the tracks. So I think Inari and Morzilla, I mean, I wish we could have seen a little bit more of lobby number 2, but that was a really surprising lobby to me. Just seeing how that middle pack just kind of shaped up.
No, absolutely. I know for lobby 2, like a lot of those players, they were on even grounds. They weren't letting off the gas. Like, again, top 3 speaks for itself, that those 3 players were the constant dominant factors of lobby 2. And then we also had a similar situation here in lobby 1 for what we were able to see.
We are waiting to get the official tallies.
All right, here they come.
And we have them now. Vantox there with a 303. My brain is too crazy to do the order here, but Friedrich's going to be getting a 267. We know that was the top of room number 2. Jadex with a 238. Migrating Pig with a 197. Stevens with the 249. Jazzer with that 184. Kind of going down. I mean, Cozy Fog has a pretty solid 207 there. Morzilla there with 200 as well. I think the biggest surprise goes to Inari at the 252. Curious to know who that is. But yeah, I mean, overall, though, we saw some great action, Bonnie, and you can see the cumulative scores here. And Vantox kind of having a little bit of a small lead there overall in Friedrichs. But for those guys, I mean, they're all locked into the playoffs. So realistically, I think that those 4 are going to be locked in. Morzilla, Inari, and then you're going to have Ginja and Jazz. So those players are going to likely have a bid there moving on into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't imagine that these players not making it in. I mean, they've been playing out of their minds, dude. Mozilla is doing phenomenal. He's getting better and better, as you see. You see from qualifier 2, 119, qualifier 3, 173, now qualifier 4 with 200 flat. Like, he is a growing competitor, and he's just gonna get better from here on out.
Yeah, that 200 was huge because he had some heavy competition there behind him. I mean, Migrating Pig was at 197. So you want to talk about the closest battle for a playoff spot. I mean, it was 3 points separating Morzilla and Migrating Pig. But Migrating Pig, though, has made, I believe in a previous season, has made it on to the playoffs. So pretty confident that Migrating Pig can maybe get the job done in the next 2 qualifiers, but we'll have to wait and see.
You got Neil Bowser on the chat saying so close to 500, so close, but just not there. Migrating Pig did confirm your thing that he did not, though. I was the next guy in line. That's what he was saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. So he was right on. Yeah, because I don't know if Migrating Pig played the full season, but yeah, I mean, also too, like Neobones 178 was kind of in that picture. So it really good job there, especially by lobby number 2.
No, absolutely. And again, I'd like to thank our sponsors is SRG, Antline Audio. You have Road X, and then so much more. Like, these guys have been helping us create these events for y'all, and much more. We gotta thank them. And if there's any other sponsor I left out, please let me know right now. But without their support, without their help, without the help of the community, we can't do these types of things. So thank you all for literally joining us, because it's always a pleasure to see you every single month.
Yeah, great tournament. You did nail all the sponsors. I mean, the racing's been great. The turnout of, roughly 20 plus players every time is exciting to see that consistently. And yeah, I'm excited for the next month and, see who else is going to be qualifying in and joining these 16 players we have so far.
And again, if you go to playx.gg and you look for your standings, you can see how you've been adjusting and changing with player analytics.
Who should we check out?
Let's go ahead and check out. Let's check out Mozilla to show you how the analytics have been changing there. So you can see from qualifier 1, obviously he didn't play, but you can see how he's been changing since qualifier 2 and onward to see how well he's been performing against some of his competitions.
Yeah, disregard the last 2 points, obviously, but you can see that growth off of the last 3 qualifiers for sure, especially the 119, and then now being a little bit more consistent, going from 173 all the way up there to 200.
I had my best score of the season so far.
Dave, yeah, similar thing, moving on up slowly but surely.
Absolutely.
Who else should we peek at?
What about you got one night?
How about Neobones?
Neobones, yeah, let's go ahead and check out Neobones. I believe this is
Neobones will be a little bit interesting because I don't think they played. Yeah, didn't play qualifier 3, but if you kind of ignore that bottom point, it's kind of like a fishbowl in a sense. Had a rough qualifier 2, but staying relatively consistent to their qualifier 1 score, and that's a solid move there from Neobones in terms of just trying to getting into 200s again is realistically in these later qualifiers going to allow you to move on. So something to just keep in mind.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at the Mario Kart channel, and it looks like Inari, Mozilla, Ginja, and Jazz are all qualifying players. So congratulations to all 4 of you for making it onwards to the next round.
Hey, and for those of you who are streaming, you might have seen this already, but if you can now click on your name. So let's who should we choose? Pick someone.
The Fat Stacks.
Fat Stacks, where is Fat Stacks? There he is. If you click on the name, you get a little personal embeddable scorecard you can put in your stream.
Ooh. Now that's fun.
Yeah.
So, fun stuff.
Nice. Well, is there anything else that we need to get off our chest, Dave? Is there any other events that we need to be aware of?
I can tease that the Season 5 Grand Champion Casper, his arrangements for his venture to Vegas are in progress right now. and we're trying to aim for April 15th, I believe.
That's gonna be.
That'll be exciting.
So
Also, right before he defends his title at MomoCon too, so that'll be really cool.
And I will be joining him as well. I will be coming to Vegas as well.
That's gonna be lit.
So looking forward to that. I guess I can show the new hoodie.
Oh, do you have it?
I don't have it with me, but I can show the image online.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see it.
The new hoodie with the new merch.
There it is. The Blue Crew.
The Blue Crew. So if you're a fan of getting hit by blue shells, and you are just the person we are looking for, especially if they seem to be attracted to you, this is the shirt. This is the hoodie to get.
That is a pretty clean hoodie, not gonna lie. I mean, and you can get it in what looks like it's navy. There are 2 options there.
Yep, there's a navy one too.
Ooh, that one kind of goes hard too.
I think that pops off a little bit more than it does on the black, but I probably get black. I like darker colors.
Yeah.
Personally.
Have a lot of navy hoodies.
Kane and I will be wearing these to PAX East. So
Ooh,
Yeah, if you're gonna be at PAX East, we'll see you there.
But I think that's all I got.
I know Dave is gonna have to give you some stuff to give to me later on tonight because he hasn't given.
Yeah,
it to me.
I owe Vonnie Switch cases, so I'll give you a couple so you can bring them back for him. I also owe you some Switch cases too. So
Yeah, no worries. I have to go to the bathroom, so
Go.
wrap it up here.
Run.
But is there anything else that I think we're good,
That's all
right?
I
We got
That's
March
all I got,
11th,
yeah.
qualifier number 5, 2 more qualifiers left to go here, MK League. But yeah, we appreciate you all joining us. Fonnie, any last words?
If y'all are gonna be up later on tonight around like 6:45 p.m. Pacific time or 9:45 p.m. Pacific time, Saturday Night Speedway
Eastern.
is gonna be live. Yeah, Eastern. Thank you. I'll be live there for Saturday Night Speedway. So if you want to join us there, you can as well. But thank you for all our sponsors. Thanks to all of you who've been watching us since day one. We hope that you come back for next month's qualifier number 5 of Mario Kart League.
We'll see you guys again. Once again, shout out to Antlian for the Kimura headset.
I'm sorry
Awesome
I had
headset.
some issues going on with mine, but apparently they're working. I don't know why Zoom's just not picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to use this headset on stream, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to. And for earbud based headsets, it's super comfortable. So
I like them. I like them a lot. Again, I like
Yeah.
it better than these. Sound quality wise, from what I receive, I like it.
Yeah, the quality is
Unbelievable.
really good. But we're going to end things there. Appreciate you all for tuning in. I'm Knight. This is Vonnie. And for Dave pressing the buttons in his omniscient powers that be, we're going to see you all in a month, and we will catch you on the track sometime soon.
Have a good one.
It's time to experience gaming like never before. Whether you're a casual gamer or a pro, there's something for you at PlayX. Our international community is the perfect place to grow your skills and compete in a wholesome and stress-free environment. And best of all, you can experience PlayX from your own home with our industry-leading online tournaments and events. This is the best way to learn from professional gamers, commentators, and creators. Plus, you could win some sweet prizes along the way. Check out our event roster including Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., Fortnite, and more. Get started at playx.gg and we'll see you in the game.